Welcome everybody to the Palace to the Core podcast. My name is Stephen Dawes. Thank you for joining me. And this was, of course, the day that we played Aston Villa, and I'm going to be doing a full rundown of that tomorrow on Sunday. So if you haven't yet subscribed, don't forget to do that so that you can be told when that video drops, and also be kept up to date with all the latest Crystal Palace news, views, and reviews. So this video is the weekly roundup. So for those of you who are not familiar with it, every week I do a roundup of the news that happened during the week that I've covered through my videos, and it just gives people who haven't seen or who maybe have missed something along the week the opportunity to catch up with what's happened. And also, as an added bonus, I also do a little bit of research afterwards to see if there's any updates or changes since I made the video during the week. So not a lot happened this week. It was quite light in terms of news this week. For example, first off, we had Sasha Lukic, who was apparently interest to us and to many other clubs, as they always are. Haven't really seen any more interest in him, for example, but it's still in the news. It's still a story that's going around and around, as they always do. So if there is any developments on that, I will, of course, update you and let you know. Different, though, through Ismaila Sarr. That's a little bit different. With him, it is reported in a French online magazine that Aston Villa have had a bid accepted of 28 million euros, or around 24 million pounds. Now it says that Watford have accepted that offer, so I guess now it just goes down to whether they can agree terms with Sarr himself. There is apparently also a sell-on clause of 15% on that as well. So again, this is just a French newspaper that has broke this story that's been picked up by websites in the UK. So whether there's any truth to that or not, I don't know, but that is what the latest is according to the internet. Next up, there is Wan-Bissaka, whose story is still going around and around about whether Crystal Palace are going to either buy him or loan him with the option to buy, or just loan him, or there's various different formulas going on around at the moment, and it looks at the moment as though talks have opened with Crystal Palace. I said that Crystal Palace have opened talks with Wan-Bissaka. It hasn't gone any further than that yet, so I imagine it's going to be a little while before we hear anything else, although they haven't got a lot of time left. But it looks as though they have opened talks, so I guess it depends on the details of not only the loan or the buying, but also agreeing terms with AWB as well. And then we have Houssem Aouar, or Houssem Aouar, depending on how you say it. He apparently had, or when I last did the video, Nottingham Forest had made an offer that had been accepted by Lyon. And they were then apparently or while it was the other way around, sorry, they had agreed terms with the player, but they are now working to try and agree terms with Lyon. It looks as though there was a little bit of toing and froing going on in that situation. According to one newspaper, Nottingham Forest offered an amount of money, didn't say what it was, and that was turned down by Lyon, who said that they want this much money for him. So Forest offered that much money, and then Lyon moved the goalpost again and said that they wanted more money. So Nottingham Forest didn't want to be held to ransom, and so pulled out of the deal. Now, of course, that means that Crystal Palace is now open to possibly sealing that deal. Now, it's interesting that John Textor is part owner of Lyon, and I'm not suggesting anything for anyone legal who's listening. I'm not suggesting anything or anything like that, but he is a shareholder in Lyon, and so read into that what you want. I'm certainly not going to say anything into that. Read into that whatever you want to read into it. Possibly, you never know. So anyway, so that deal with Forest has gone. So it looks now it's just going to be Crystal Palace. The last one is something I didn't actually make a video about. I did a post on the community tab. If you haven't seen it, go to the community tab on my YouTube channel, and you can see the post there. It's about Hamari Traore, who I didn't do a video on because at the time I thought to myself, this guy's 30 years old, and judging by the players that Patrick Vieira and the team there have brought in recently, it doesn't seem like the kind of player you would buy. Why would they buy a 30-year-old? apparently he is a very good player, and he's as a captain, and he's very good apparently in his role. He's got lots of experience. He's a very he's a player that likes to go forward and make things happen. So it could be that he is shall we say, a bit of experience to add to the team, shall we say, that they perhaps don't have at the moment with their experienced players. Who knows? But anyway, the latest in that is that there is interest by Crystal Palace, as well as Barcelona, Borussia Dortmund and Eintracht Frankfurt. So there's quite a lot of interest in this guy. And his asking price, or rather his transfer kind of price, if you like, is 10 million euros. So that's how much he's valued. Whether they ask that much for him or whether they ask more for him is neither here nor there, but that apparently is what he is worth. So no further interest on that. We'll have to wait and see what happens on that as well. And that is it. Thank you very much for joining me. I do hope you've enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time.